Hello everyone, PLG here, and today we'll be doing a brand new series on my channel, that being the Starcraft 1 on mobile series. So I'll be playing through all of the Starcraft 1 campaigns, including Brood War, on my phone, that being the Samsung A71, so on Android. I'll be using the Winlator software to emulate the game on my phone. Okay, so as you may notice, we're already in the menu. I've already played through some of the game before on my phone, but to be honest, I'm kind of rusty now because it was a few months ago or maybe older. Also, very important thing before we start this video, if the controls, the plain controls all over the screen become obnoxious for you, you can leave a comment telling me to just set the transparency slightly higher, because I know that it can become slightly obnoxious if there are too many buttons on the screen. But anyways, let's start with the first mission, that being the tutorial. Also, I'll leave the letters, the introductions on the screen for a while, so you can read if you want to learn the lore of the game. And I won't be talking during the transmissions, so that you can, learn the lore of the game, if you want, of course.
Welcome to Marsara, Magistrate. The equipment demonstration you requested is prepared, and may be initiated at your convenience. Simply select Start to begin the demonstration. You may skip the demonstration by selecting Skip Tutorial.
Okay, so let's start. And once we're here, okay, as you may see, the game...
T280 SCV is the cornerstone of our hostile environment construction and resource gathering operations.
Roger that.
In order to build a thriving colony, numerous SCVs are necessary. You can build additional SCVs at a command center.
Perfect. So the adjutant has stopped finally. So yeah, let's just check if the game speed... Yes, it's at the fullest. Okay. So the controls in the game are actually kind of smooth. Let's just get this SCV working. So yeah, the controls are quite smooth on the phone. It's actually not too cumbersome to play with your fingers. The buttons are responsive, so yeah, I think it will be fine. I mean, I've beaten the game till the Queen of Blades campaign, so yeah, it's definitely playable. But anyways, since we're at the tutorial, I'll leave here the first fun fact about Starcraft.
Permission to speak freely, sir. I'm not sure you know what you're doing. If you're going to send us into hostile territory and you want us to defend ourselves, then use the attack command. But if you want us to ignore enemy fire and go exactly to the spot you targeted, then use the move command. Now, which will it be?
Okay, so since the Marines finally stopped talking, I'll just assign them to some quick binds. Of course. As I've said, my macro might be
In order
slightly
to equip
rusty.
additional personnel, you must have enough supply depots to support them. You can use SCVs to build additional supply depots.
Of course. So yeah, the fun fact I wanted to talk about is actually this doodad right here, because it's kind of special. And why is it special? Because it's literally the only place in the entire game that it appears. At least when it comes to the single player maps. As for the multiplayer ones, I haven't played them all that much, and I'm not really sure if it appears there or it does not. Okay, so yeah, I guess we'll just send those guys to do their thing. Perfect.
Not enough minerals.
Commander, let's move.
Yeah, later on I'll definitely be slowing down the game sometimes with the speed options, because during the Brood War campaigns it sometimes becomes really hard on a phone, like really hard.
Not enough minerals.
Right away, sir. Give me something to shoot.
But this right here is of course the tutorial, so yeah, we can run it on the highest speed possible.
Jacked up and good to go. SCV good to go, sir. Roger that. Jacked up and good to go. Rock and roll. Go, go, go. Rock and roll.
Okay, I guess there's not that much to talk about the tutorial, but you know, I'll just give a random fun fact about something else I remember about this game. And that is actually a fun fact more so from my childhood. That is that I absolutely never played this tutorial. Like, I do not remember it from my childhood at all. I think I've always just played from the first mission, if I recall. So, yeah. I do not remember its layout perfectly, but there's not much to its layout, so that's not a problem. Okay. And besides, what were the mission objectives? Free supply depots and a refinery. Okay, perfect. So yeah, let's just get our SCV. Okay. Let's put the refinery down, and let's make a third supply depot. Alright, those guys are just... Yeah, I think their job is done already. Since I do not remember if there are any more Zerek on this mission. I guess this command center is...
processes raw Vespine gas, converting it into a form which your SCVs can gather.
I guess this command center is in a slightly inconvenient place, but it's too late to change it at this point, so I won't be changing it. Yeah, so since the mission is only to the... now is only to get the Vespine, then I guess let's just go full USA and take all of this gas. I guess it'd be oil if it was the USA, so... Yeah.
This concludes the equipment demonstration. There will now be a fully catered reception at Marsara Base.
Alright, so that was the tutorial, not much to talk here, and it was really fast, so let's just get to the next mission, the first mission, the Wasteland, if I recall. Okay, not much to talk about here. I guess I'll just go over the tabs here to just show you how it went if someone is interested in this. And let's get to the first mission.
Adjutant online. Good evening, Magistrate. I'll fill you in on what's been happening. Confederate traffic has increased substantially within the system due to the recent Protoss destruction of the Chow Sara colony. The Confederates have tightened security on all outlying systems, and it's likely that this colony will be locked down as well. An encrypted Confederate transmission came for you while you were at dinner. Replaying transmission.
Greetings, Magistrate. I'm General Edmund Duke of the Confederate Security Forces Alpha Squadron. The Confederacy has quarantined this entire planet, and we'll proceed with a lockdown within 48 hours. You're to relocate your core colonists to the outlying wastelands. Now, I know there won't be any problems with these new arrangements.
Transmission ended. I have contacted the local marshal, James Rayner. Rayner has agreed to meet your personnel en route and escort them to the new Wasteland site.
Okay, so as a secondary thing, also sorry I skipped the title screen. It's just a force of habit. I'll try to not skip it later on. But yeah, what I wanted to say is that the bonus missions, which is the Biting the Bullet mission and the Operation Silent Scream, will also be played through, although
Can't believe we're being
probably...
sent to the Wasteland. These Confederates think they can push anybody around.
The bonus mission will be probably added later on, because yeah, they're not included in the base game, and they're not. Yeah, and I need to download them pretty much. That's all I wanted to say about this. Okay, so yeah, let's just get those guys going. Yeah, SCVs in the front, of course. The tanks. I know they're not the tanks, but yeah. In the composition between Marines and SCVs, you'd rather want an SCVs in the front.
Howdy, boys. I'm Jim Raynor, Marshal of these parts.
Alright, perfect. We got the man himself. We got Jim Raynor. So let's just go to the base. And first fun fact of this place, of course, how would I not mention the badly placed command center? It's of course, yeah, we will be seeing this in a couple of situations in the original Starcraft. Okay, so yeah, let's get those SCVs working. Yeah, switch to the command center as our first hotkey, and
Not enough minerals.
This is Jimmy.
alright, so Jimmy can place his spider mines around here. So even though these Zerg do not really like attacking on this mission all that much, if I remember. Also, a small fun fact, not that much of a fun fact about the first few missions of StarCraft is that the convention that they were made in, if you take them out of the files and look at them in the map editor, you'll notice that they have some rather interesting triggers, and yeah, they're really hard to modify if you want to do it. And yeah, back in the day I wanted to make a co-op version of the campaign's levels to play around with friends, and yeah, the first few missions are really hard to adjust thanks to those badly made triggers. Okay, so another fun fact right here. So those Zerg, the purple, yeah, I guess I'm colorblind. So the orange Zerg are actually appearing the most in the entire game, and they are the Gunbrute. So yeah, they appear the second most in the entire game, right next to the purple Zerg, of course. So yeah, just a second, let's have the mission actually go somewhere while I'm talking about some random fun facts. So yeah, the orange Zerg, the Gunbrute, are actually appearing the most in the second most in the both StarCraft 1, so StarCraft 1 original and Brood War. And the exact amount that they appear, the exact amount of their appearances in the game is 19. 19, or if we were to include the the cat bonus mission, Biting the Bullet, it would be 20 encounters. Which, funnily enough, 18 of those encounters, or 19 if we were to include the cat mission, are as enemies. And one of those encounters is, funnily enough, them being neutral. So yeah, they're neither controllable, they're neither enemies, they're neither your units, or yeah, anything in between. So yeah, just a second, let's just make a packs. So yeah, the one singular mission where they appear as neutral beings is actually in Brood War. In Brood War campaign 3, so the Queen of Blades, technically campaign 6, mission 5, it's True Colors. At the beginning of the mission, the two lurkers that appear to just obliterate the civilian and High Templar are actually neutral orange Zerg. we'll be getting back to the Gunbrute later on while we'll be playing the campaigns, because there's some really fun things about them, or more so incredible
Infantry units such as
inconsistencies.
Marines can be trained at this facility.
Sounds fun.
Let's just guys going.
This is Jimmy.
Jimmy can solo the entirety of this map. That's no surprise, I guess. Let's just make those Marines friendly.
Affirmative.
This is Jimmy.
Yeah, to be honest, besides those funky triggers in the map once we look at the map editor, this map is actually really great in my opinion. It's a very good introduction to the game, definitely.
This should be good.
And it's very memorable, even though it's literally just,
Sounds fun.
yeah, it just kind of is,
This should be good.
and nothing else, but yeah, it's memorable, in my opinion at least. I guess I can start trying to micro at least, because yeah, better to start earlier than later, because later on if I will have to micro, then yeah, it'd be a pain on my phone, it'd be an absolute pain.
Oh yeah. Sounds fun.
I could have actually left those spider mines so that I could, you know, just explode those guys instead of microing them. And yeah, I think that the population of this map has been completely changed around right now.
Sounds fun.
So yeah, oh, of course, yeah, completely forgot that it's so quick. Yeah. Not much of an overview here, and yeah, the thing I've mentioned before, the canon name of this Zerg brute, the orange Zergs, is called the Gunbrute. Later on I'll probably talk a bit more about them once they're more relevant, or I guess once they're appear next. Okay, so yeah, we've got time for one more mission, I guess. I did it again.
Receiving incoming transmission. Comlink established.
Hey, what's up, man? Got your refugees tucked in nice and tight. Provided you can sidestep any more surprises from our Confederate friends and we can keep them away from those critters, they should have an easy time.
Priority alert. Backwater station under attack by unknown alien organisms. Distress beacon activated at 0658. Alerting Confederate headquarters on Tarsonis. Stand by for incoming transmission.
We've already received the distress beacon from Backwater, and we'll take care of it. You just sit tight. You'll be notified if there's anything we think you need to know.
Damn. Listen, if we wait for Confederate reinforcements, that station's dust. I'll head out there now and do what I can. You send in some militia, and we'll save those folks. Trust me.
Alright, so yeah, let's start with this mission.
Glad to see you, boys. Time to kick some serious butt.
Right away, sir.
Yeah, this mission is also very, very memorable, especially because the absolute goats are present here. Of course, the firebats. Yeah, definitely the number one unit of entirety of Starcraft, both Starcraft 1 and Starcraft 2, most certainly. So yeah, it's just...
Reporting for duty.
yeah, but actually in Starcraft 1 the firebats aren't all that bad. I guess, yeah, they can really do great against you know, Zerglings, I guess. And yeah, leaving at least a single one in a bunker is also always a great idea. So yeah, there's a very interesting fact I've got ready for this mission, and it's less of a fact and more of a rant about something, but yeah. Right. Yeah, this place is actually completely useless. You don't have to do anything about this. and the Zerg here do not really want to attack you from here. Also, yeah, we're already seeing the perfect pathing of Starcraft 1.
Reporting for duty. Can I read you? Right away, sir.
Your forces are under
No,
attack.
let's go. Of course, Jim just decided to spin around. Perfect. That's what I needed. Ideal. So yeah, random fun fact, I guess. Jim will take an absolutely insane amount of time to destroy this building because his damage time of the fragmentation grenades and similarly also the ghosts damage and some other enemies, yeah, also firebats, is concussive type damage, which deals reduced damage to buildings. So yeah, that's downright perfect. Because in Starcraft there are some different damage types, like there's concussive, which I've mentioned before, which is reduced damage to buildings and large units, and reduced damage to normal, if I recall, and only regular amount of damage dealt to small units, like the Zerglings, the stuff like this. There's also explosive damage dealt by, for instance, the siege tanks, which, yeah, it's explosive. Yeah, it deals normal damage to large units and buildings, and does reduced damage to small units. Okay, I do not remember perfectly how it went, but yeah, I remember a little bit of it. There's also, of course, normal damage, which deals normal damage to everything, if I recall. So yeah, this was a completely optional fact. I just remembered it for sometimes. So yeah, the main rant I wanted to have about this level, and to be honest, it's less about this level and
Thanks for the rescue. We've been holed up in these bunkers for days hiding from the Zerg. Right away, sir.
it's less of a rant about the level itself, because the level itself is great, but the game's usage of the Terran's purple color is just sad. Like, it's so underutilized, because in the first, or yeah, this is the second, not the first level, technically the third. So yeah, in the second mainline level, it's already wasted, because for a second I'll just explain how those the colors in Starcraft work. So the colors in Starcraft, the player colors in Starcraft in the campaigns are assigned already, once assigned to a specific faction. So for instance, as we've seen before, the orange color is for the Gunbrute when it comes to the Zerg. For Terrans it's like Delta Squadron,
Good to go, sir.
and for the Protoss it's the Origa tribe. And don't worry, I'll be going over all of those guys later on, once the series gets a bit more like convoluted with the longer missions. So yeah, as I've mentioned, each of the colors is assigned for each of the factions in the game, and
Good to go, sir.
there is sometimes there are some changes, like we've seen in the tutorial mission. The purple Zerg are identified as, okay, not exactly as unidentified creatures, assigned as unidentified creatures, which is, yeah, it's definitely not the normal faction that is assigned to the purple color. Just a second, because I'm having some problems with the controls. So yeah, sometimes there are changes for those colors, like the white and brown colors for the Terrans are actually changed in Brood War. So in Starcraft 1 original, they are assigned as the white Terrans are assigned as Alpha Squadron, and brown Terrans are assigned as Omega Squadron. And in Brood War, White Terran is Cronus Wing, so the UAD, and Brown Terran is like Atlas Wing, so also the UAD.
Go ahead, Commander.
And getting back to the to my main rant about this, in StarCraft 1 on this second mission, the purple Terran are assigned as like Antigan, I do not exactly, Antigua, I guess. So like the map that appear, the planet that appears for like the 3 or 4 first missions, and the purple color is just wasted on them because the purple color could have been used for something more interesting. Like, if I remember, the mission Operation Silent Scream, which is the cat mission, actually utilizes the purple Terran as Nova Squadron, which is a lot more interesting than some like random guys from a planet that do not have any relevance whatsoever later on. So yeah, that I guess that's it for this little rant about this.
Orders, Captain?
I guess we'll just leave some Marines here as safety measures.
You want a piece of me, boy?
I don't know if we'll be steaming a bit or not. I guess we could, although... yeah, we'll see, we'll see. The range upgrade is definitely a good idea, so I'll be making it, and yeah, you know, actually I'm already making it. Did we... yeah, we get the upgrades in this mission, although I'm not sure if we'll be using them all that much, because, you know, it's the second mission, it's not that hard.
Additional supply depots required.
You know when would it be hard? If the Zerg actually knew how to use their infested command center, then this mission would be, you know, should be definitely placed a lot later on, if they knew how to use it.
Anytime you're ready. Oh yeah. Sounds fun.
Job's finished.
Upgrade complete.
Alright, we got the range on Marines.
Build there. Yes, sir?
Alright, so... yeah, while we're here, I guess I'll just talk a bit about how I plan to do those missions. So I'll be just experimenting with the compositions later on, because, you know, like, you know, we can have some fun here. I want to make this also entertaining, and not just like a sort of prototype, I could say, because, you know, it's definitely experimentation, because I'm playing StarCraft on a phone, it's not the intended way of playing it. Let's just obliterate this guy. Yeah, I guess this this army is already kinda
Your forces are
enough
under attack.
to destroy those guys. Yeah, we absolutely do not need to even walk here, so... yeah. I do not plan to clear the entire map, because it's not really got any sort of purpose.
Go ahead, Commander.
And of course, best part of any StarCraft game, fighting up a ramp. Yeah, that's just... yeah, that's the stuff. Perfect.
Your forces are under attack.
Alright, I guess I just kinda messed up slightly my hotkeys.
What the hell did they do to that command center?
Alright, so fun fact about the lines in this mission. Whichever character, whichever unit gets here first, the closest to the command center, which the trigger is like here, because in the editor there's like locations and triggers, and some triggers can be assigned to specific locations, so when any kind of unit or some specific unit enters this specific location, you can add some kind of a trigger. Okay, so yeah, this mission has this fun fact that if either a marine or firebird gets here first, then the proper
Receiving incoming transmission.
sound
Marshal
will play.
Reno, by destroying a vital Confederate installation, you and your men have violated standing colonial law. As of right now, you're all under arrest. I suggest you throw down your weapons and come peaceably.
Are you out of your mind? If we hadn't burned that damn factory, this entire colony could have been overrun. Maybe if you hadn't taken your sweet time in getting here.
Now, I asked you nice the first time, boy. I didn't come here to talk with you. Now throw down them weapons.
Guess you wouldn't be a Confederate if you weren't a complete pain in the ass.
Alright, so yeah, let's just look at the summary of this mission, and I guess we'll be ending it for today. So yeah, I guess, how was your reception of this episode, of this first episode? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Write it down in the comments. And yeah, I plan to do the entirety of both Starcraft 1 and Starcraft Brood War. So yeah, as you may guess, some of the later episodes may be quite long, especially those from Brood War. So yeah, but I have a lot of fun and interesting facts about the game, and both about the lore, about the mechanics, and you know. So yeah, I guess we'll just finish it right now. So see you in the next episode, either be it the Starcraft or, you know, Diablo. So yeah, see you in the next episode. Bye.